question and check whether the answer is correct. Afterwards, learn. Okay? Practice it. Don't learn the answer by heart. For the exam, similar questions, numbers may be changed. So practice it well. So in the last class, we discussed about parabola, isn't it? Today, we are going to start with ellipse. We're going to start with ellipse. So what is ellipse? Parabola means we say it is an U-shaped curve. Then for ellipse, usually we say that it is an oval shaped. No, it will be in this form. Okay, if it is, these are the two axes like this. Okay, this ellipse. Gauri? Children, can you see the board? Aishwarya?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, write the heading ellipse. So for the construction of parabola, what we did? For the parabola, we had one focus and we had one straight line, one fixed point, okay, and directrix. We had one fixed line and directrix. The same way for ellipse, listen children, what is given? Check it. So an ellipse is a set of points in a plane. It is a set of points in a plane, the sum of whose distances from two fixed points is constant. For parabola, we had one fixed point. Here ellipse, what is given? We take those points in a plane, sum of whose distances from two fixed points is constant. Alternatively, an ellipse is the set of all points in the plane whose distances from the fixed point in a plane bears a common ratio less than to the distance from a fixed line in the plane. So what is given here? Okay. So actually this is the definition given in your textbook. This definition is enough for ellipse. What is ellipse? Okay. Listen. Okay, suppose you are given two fixed points. Suppose you are given with two fixed points. Okay, suppose that fixed points, we denote this as F1 and F2. We take only those points. We take only those points. Suppose P1 is a point. P2 is the another point. P1, P2, like that. We take those points such that F1 P1 plus F2 P1. The distances will be same. Will be same as F1 P2 plus F2 P2. We take those points so that the sum of the distances from these two fixed points will be always same. Okay, if we take the point, okay, so we are having two fixed points here, F1 and F2. F1 and F2. P1, P2 are some points. Okay, we take those points such that sum of the distances of this point from these two fixed points will be always same. F1 P1 plus F2 P1 will be same as F1 from F1 to P2 plus F2 P2 will be same as if you take the point P3. F1 P3 plus F2 P3 will be same. This distance will be same. Is it clear? Is the definition okay? Okay. So when you join all these points, you will be getting a sphere. When you join these points, you'll be getting a sphere, an oval shaped curve like this. So we will be having a fixed point F1, the another point, fixed point F2. Okay, we'll be getting two fixed points F1 and F2. So listen to the definition once again. So what is ellipse? An ellipse is the set of all points in the plane, sum of whose distances, the two fixed points, is constant. It is a fixed point is constant. Okay, the distance will be always, when you add up these two distances, it will be always a constant. Okay, now okay. Okay, so what is given? You are given with two fixed points. Okay, suppose you are given with two fixed points F1, F2. We take only those points whose fixed, whose distance from these two points will be same. When you join this, you will be getting an ellipse. Okay, when you take those points and you join it, you will be getting an ellipse. Now listen, children. So we have two fixed points. Okay, these two are the focus. So plural form of focus, we call it as either foci or foci. You can read it as focus or foci. Two focus are there, F1 and F2. For parabola, we had only one focus. Okay, so here we have two focus. Now, I'm going to join these two lines, these 2 points. Okay, we are going to join these two lines. So, okay, we can extend it. When we extend it, okay, we can extend this line. It the midpoint of F1 and F2. Join these two lines, these 2 points, and you extend it. Now find the midpoint of this F1, F2. That one will give the center. The midpoint of F1, F2 will give the center, and that center we denote it as. Okay? Is it clear, children? The midpoint of the line segment joining the foci is called the center of the ellipse. Is called the center of the ellipse. Is it clear, children? How will you find the center? We find out the midpoint of the line segment joining F1 and F2. You find the midpoint of F1 and F2. So once you find the midpoint, you will get a point O. That point is called the center of the ellipse. It is called the center of the ellipse. Now we extend this line. Okay, this line we call it as the major axis of the ellipse. This is called the major axis. Okay, this is called the major axis of the ellipse. O is said to be the center of the ellipse. O is the center of the ellipse. Okay, now through the center, I'm drawing a line. Okay, perpendicular to this major axis. Through the center, we draw a line perpendicular to the major axis, and that one we call it as minor axis. That one we call it as minor axis. Is it okay? Up to this, is it clear, children? We are drawing the ellipse. Is it clear? We take those points P1, P2, etc. so that P1 F1 plus P1 F2 is equal to P2 F1 is equal plus P2 F2. We take only those points whose sum of distances from the focal fixed point is same. The fixed point we call it as foci. The line segment joining, you join the line segments F1, F2 and find the midpoints. That midpoint will give the center of the ellipse. That gives the center of the ellipse. Then the line segment through the foci of the ellipse is called the major axis. Is called the major axis of the ellipse. And the perpendicular drawn to the major axis is called the minor axis. Now listen children. Now the end points. Now can look at the end points of the major axis. These end points are called the vertices. These end points are called the vertices. End points are called the vertices of the ellipse. These end points are called the vertices. And what we do is we denote, okay, we denote the ends of as this length of the major axis will be 2a. Length of the major axis we will take 2a. So that, okay, this, if you take one part, it will be a. This side also it is a. Because O is the midpoint. O is the midpoint. So we take length of the major axis as 2a and this minor axis we will take it as 2b. So if you take one side, it will be b. Other side also it is b. Length of the major axis. Okay, that is the notation we are using. We denote the length of the major axis by 2a and length of the minor axis by 2b. And the distance between the foci. Listen children, foci means the distance F1, F2. And the distance F1, F2, we denote this as 2c. 2c. That is, this distance will be c. This distance is also c. F1, F2 will be 2c. F1, F2 is 2c. Is it clear? What are the notations we are using? Is it okay? What is 2a? 2a is the
Major axis.
length of the major axis. Length of the major axis. What is 2b? What is 2b?
Length of minor axis.
The minor axis. What about 2c?
Distance F1.
Distance between the focus. Okay, F1 and F2. F1, F2 is equal to 2c. Okay, the center we denote it as O. Center is the midpoint of F1, F2. Center is the midpoint of F1, F2. Okay, once again I'll repeat it children. Here you are going to learn few more new terms. Achut, tell me what are the things you learned about ellipse?
Ma'am, I was disturbed, ma'am, here.
Why?
My brother was calling me. So.
That's what I called you. Okay. Once again, I'll repeat. Okay, before studying this, once again, let's draw this one. Okay. Listen. Okay. Suppose you have two fixed points F1, F2. We take those points which are at, okay, which are at the fixed distance. Okay, whose sum of the distances from these 2 points will be same. Suppose we take P1. Suppose we take P2. Then what happens? The sum of these distances will be same. So when you join like this, you'll be getting an ellipse. Okay. So next what we are doing here, we join F1, F2. The midpoint, we call it as the center of the ellipse and we denote it as O. The midpoint of the line segment joining the focus. Okay, here plural form, we call it as foci or foci. Okay, the midpoint, we call it as center of the ellipse. Then if you extend this line, major line, the line passing through the focus, we call it as major axis. It is called the major axis. The point where the major axis meets the ellipse are called the vertex. So we have here, this is vertex 1, and here we will hit another vertex. Vertices. The vertices means it is the point where the major axis meets the ellipse. The next, from the center, through the center, we draw a perpendicular to the major axis. And that one we call it as minor axis. That is called the minor axis. The perpendicular drawn to the major axis is called the minor axis. Through the center, we will draw. And the notations, what we are using is the length of the major axis, this full length. Okay, suppose I name this as A and this is B, means this major axis AB will be 2A. So this each part will be A. Here also it is A. Then suppose I name this as C and D. Length of the minor axis CD will be 2B. So this part OC is same as OD is equal to B. And the distance between the focus F1 and F2 is 2C. This is 2C. So OF1 will be same as OF2 will be same as C. Now we are going to learn a relation between. Okay, we are going to learn a relation connecting A, B, and C. What is the formula connecting A, B, and C? The relation between A, B, and C is C square is equal to, listen here, this is the part C, isn't it? So this is the part C, isn't it? This is C. This length only we denote this as C. So the relation connecting C, A, and B is C square will be same as A square minus B square. That is the relation connecting A, B, and C. C square is equal to A square minus B square. From here, what is C? Root of A square minus B square. C is root of A square minus B square. C is root of A square minus B square. Okay. Okay, children. So what is the formula connecting C, A, and B? Formula connecting C and A and B is C squared is equal to A square minus B square. So C is equal to root of A square minus B square. Now answer my question, children. What happens when A will be same as B? What happens when A is equal to B?
C will be 0.
C will be 0. So what happens? Yes, correct. What you said is correct. Yes, C is 0.
F1 and F2 are same.
F1 and F2 will become same. So in that case, ellipse will become
Circle.
F1 and F2 becoming same, isn't it? It will become the same point. So A and B are same. So the ellipse will become a
Straight line.
yes, Aishwarya?
Straight line.
No,
Triangle.
it will become a circle. When A and B are same, okay, it will become a circle. Okay, so it is a special case of the ellipse. Circle is a special case of the ellipse, where the major axis, the length of the major axis is same as length of the minor axis. Okay, we can consider circle as a special case of the ellipse where the length of the major axis is same as length of the minor axis. Is it okay? Is it clear up to this? Now, the next heading, write the next definition, eccentricity. 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 What is eccentricity? It is defined as the ratio C by A. It is defined as the ratio given by C by A. What is C? What is C? Stands for? C is, here this is the ellipse if you have drawn. This is O. Here you will have C. Okay, OC, this distance. Suppose this is F1. Focus, this distance we denote this is C, isn't it? And this full distance we denote this as A. So what is C? Distance of the focus from the center. C is distance of the focus from the center. And what is A? Distance of one vertex from the center. A is the length of major axis. That is same as distance of the vertex from the center. Is it correct? So this ratio C by A is called the eccentricity of the ellipse, and we denote this as E is equal to CA, C by A. So what is C? From here, what is C? C will be AE. C is AE. So here we have two focus, F1 and F2. We have F1 and F2. Isn't it? Two focus we have, two fixed points we have. Two fixed points we have, F1 and F2. F1 and F2 are the two fixed points. So the coordinates of F1 is given by AE, 0, and the coordinates of the second focus is given by minus AE, 0. Is it correct? Is it clear, children? Okay. This one side, this length is C. Okay. And what we will do, we will take the major axis, this axis as x-axis in standard form. And the perpendicular, we will take it as y-axis. This major axis through the center, we take it as x-axis. And the perpendicular, we will take it as y-axis. So the focus takes the form plus or minus C, 0. We have two focus, F1 and F2. So if you take this F1, it is positive C, 0. And the other one is negative C, 0. But what is C? From here, C is equal to AE. So plus AE, 0 minus AE, 0. So in general, we call foci is equal to plus or minus AE, 0. Foci is given by plus or minus AE, 0. Okay. Up to this, is it clear, children? Now, write the next heading, standard equation of the ellipse. Standard equations of the ellipse. Standard equations of the ellipse. So, parabola, how many standard forms we learned? Parabola, how many standard forms? 4. Okay. For ellipse, only 2 standard forms are there. So the first one is, if the major axis is x-axis, if the major axis is x-axis, x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. That a should be always, this point is very important, children. A must be always greater than b. X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay, here x-axis is the major axis. Y-axis is the minor axis. Okay, this is the first form. The second form is, the major axis will be along the y-axis. Okay, major axis lies along the y-axis. And minor axis is x-axis. Okay, Minor axis is x-axis. So here x square by b square plus y square by a square is equal to 1. If y-axis is the major axis, means the equation will become x square by b square plus y square by a square is equal to 1. So these are the two standard forms of ellipse. Okay. These are the two standard forms of the ellipse. If x-axis is the major axis, then equation of the ellipse is given by x square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. What is A? A is length of semi-major axis. Length of A is the length of semi-major axis. What is B? Length of semi-minor axis. Isn't it? 2A is the length of major axis. If you take A, it is the length of the semi-major axis. Similarly, 2B is the length of the minor axis. If you take B, B is the length of the semi-minor axis. Now, when y-axis is the major axis, the equation will become x square by b square plus y square by a square is equal to 1. X square by b square plus y square by a square is equal to 1. Is it okay? Is it clear, children, that standard forms, is it okay?
Ma'am, A is greater than B in both cases.
Yes, A will not change. A is the length of the major axis. A is the length of the major axis. So which one will be bigger one? A. Isn't it? Major axis means looking at the bigger one only, we are selecting the major axis. So the A will be always greater than B in both the cases. Okay, in both the cases, you take that. I think the easy board only I used. In both the cases, A will be always greater than B. But here, major axis lies along the y-axis. Here, major axis is along the x-axis. So these are the two standard forms. Eccentricity is the definition clear? What is eccentricity? Achyut? What is eccentricity?
Ratio of C by A.
The ratio C by A is called the eccentricity. Okay, next we are going to learn about the vertices. Now listen, children, now this is the major axis. This is the major axis, this length is A. Okay, and major axis is along x-axis. So what will be this point? What will be this vertex? Will it be given by A, 0? This length is A. So on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. So the vertices are given by A, 0 and minus A, 0. Similarly, for the minor axis, what about these two? This length is B, this length is also B. On y-axis, we know that. Okay, what on y-axis, we know that. What we know on y-axis, which coordinate is 0?
X coordinate.
So ends of the minor axis are given by ends of minor axis. End points of the minor axis is given by 0, B and 0, negative B. Ends of minor axis is 0, B and 0, minus B. Is it okay, Achyut? Now, what about in this case? Can you give the ends of the major axis? What are the end points of the major axis? Or in other words, vertices. What are the vertices here? The second case. In the second case, what will be the vertices? What will be the vertices? Look at the vertex.
0, A and 0, minus A.
0, A and 0, minus A, because the vertex lies on the y-axis. Okay, on y-axis, x coordinate is 0. What about the length of the, sorry, not length, ends of the minor axis? What will be the ends of the minor axis? Yes,
B comma 0
it is b comma 0 and minus
and negative B comma 0.
0. Okay, ends of the minor axis is. Next is latus rectum that we learned, latus rectum. Okay, what about latus rectum? Can you recall that one? What is latus rectum? In parabola, we learned latus rectum. The line drawn perpendicular. Okay, perpendicular to the axis and passing through the focus. The same thing here. Okay, here, suppose this is the line drawn perpendicular to the axis through the focus. Here we can draw two lines, isn't it? Because here we have two focus. Okay, suppose this is the point C and this is the point D. Okay, the length of the latus rectum here, the length of the latus rectum is given by 2b square by A. Length of the latus rectum is given by length of the latus rectum is, this full length is given by 2b square by A. What is meant by latus rectum? It is the line passing through the focus and perpendicular to the axis. Okay, passing through the focus, meeting these two ellipses, meeting the ellipse at the two endpoints and perpendicular to the axis. And length of the latus rectum is given by L is equal to 2b square by A. Okay, so we'll not be able to continue if we proceed further. So, okay, so in the next class, learn all these things and come. It is not over. Few more things you want to learn about ellipse. Go through all those things, learn it and come. Okay, side by side, go through all each and every question in your MCQ, straight lines. For the test paper, the portion is straight lines. Okay, okay, children. I end the session now. Thank you.